everybody, this is Autumn and
Ruben.
Behind the camera we have Paleo Experience Boot Camp, and today we want to talk about foot health, and we're going to tie it into how it relates to whole body health as well. So one of the things we really focus on in our class is, yeah, we want you to work hard, but we want you to recover and we want you to feel great as well. So one of the things you have to think about is the whole body's connected, and a lot of times people are like, oh, my back hurts, or my hip hurts, or my knee hurts, and they just get stuck on focusing on that area of the body. But what we know is that all those areas are connected, and when someone comes to Ruben or I with, a joint hurting or part of their back hurting, we're always looking at the joints and the areas of the body above and below those specific sites. So if you have a knee issue, we're going to look at the feet and we're going to look at the hip. If you have a back issue, we're going to look at the hip and we're going to look at the upper back and the neck, for example. So one of the big pieces that connects all of these is our feet. Our feet are how we actually interact with the world. And most of us are either seated at a desk for a long time in really poor posture, shortening all the muscles up the backside, and we're in shoes that either have thick heels, so we have no real contact with the ground, or women are actually walking around in elevated heels. And we really lose that interaction with the world and with the ground. And it manifests in our body in a number of different ways. It could be neck pain, upper back pain, low back pain, knees, ankles, feet, you name it. And for me personally, I've actually battled with pretty substantial foot pain for about 10 years. And I've been to a host of doctors, podiatrists, physical therapists, you name it. And nobody's quite figured out what causes it. But it's related to issues I've had with my back most of my life, horse accident when I was younger, a little bit of scoliosis that I've always had. And one of the things I've really learned over the past few years is how to take care of my feet. And particularly in the past year, I've done a lot of work that's really helped me improve. So a lot of the pains I have in my back have gone down. The level of constant aching in my feet has decreased from probably a 7 out of 10 to maybe a 4 out of 10, which improves my quality of life. I've had a lot of different body work done. There's a type of body work called Rolfing, which has really helped me as well in the past year. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I do that have really helped improve the health of my feet and the way my whole body feels. So the first and most basic thing you can do on a daily basis is to just get a tennis ball. And you're going to put that tennis ball right under your foot. And there's no really black or white way to do this. What you want to do is just move that tennis ball all around your foot. Think of drawing some patterns, cover the whole surface of your foot, and especially get along that large, thick tendon that runs the whole length of the bottom of your foot. If you have tight hamstrings, tight low back, if you sit a lot during the day, if you do this regularly, you're going to find you're not aching and not nearly as stiff and tight up the back of the legs and into the hips and the low back. So just really get in there and move around in the foot. Now you can also use other objects. This is a lacrosse ball. It's just more firm than the tennis ball. Same thing, just kind of a more advanced version, a little bit more effective. Doesn't have as much give to it. I actually also will get a pretty flat, smooth rock and just put it under the ball of my foot and let the toes and the ball of the foot just conform over that surface and try to get some opening up and some mobility through the foot, through all those little joints. We have, I don't know if it's 26, I forget the exact number. We have a lot of bones and joints in the feet, and they all need to articulate. So I'm going to show you one other thing here, seated, that has really helped me with my feet in addition to these two tools. So getting some mobility in between all of the toes. These are your metatarsal joints. You want to have mobility here. These shouldn't be stuck. So mine used to be stuck, and they still have a tendency to get there. So if you just start pushing on those joints and just try to get them to move, and you can go try to get the foot to move in both directions, but there should actually be space and movement between each of these joints. And so for me, the worst one that gets stuck is these two right here, and I really have to work to get some movement in there. And another way I do that is actually try to get my fingers in between the toes. And I didn't used to be able to do this at all, and I have to do it every day to keep up with it. So just get in there and try to get some movement. Try to pull that tissue down, move the toes around, but see if you can get your fingers in there and actually make some space. Makes a huge, huge difference. At least it has for me and my pain levels. Other clients I've had work on this, they get their feet moving better. I didn't used to be able to walk around barefoot at all. I was in so much pain and my feet were so stiff. And I actually can spend some time barefoot now, which is absolutely wonderful. So that is a little bit of information on foot health, some ways to keep your whole entire body moving better, less stiff, and it's just going to increase your performance and let you work a little bit harder. All right, this is Autumn with Paleo Experience Boot Camp and Ruben behind the camera.
Bye.